The Rhode Island General Assembly wrapped up this year's session shortly after 10 o'clock last night. But before taking their summer recess, lawmakers spent the week approving a series of bills. Among them, one aimed at cracking down on people misrepresenting their pets as service animals. Eyewitness News reporter Julianne Lima joins us in our control room with that story, new tonight.
One of the sponsors of this bill says it clarifies current law and shines a light on an issue that's only getting worse year after year.
When it comes to service animals, businesses often have to rely on the honor system. There's no state or federal requirement to register a service animal, which can make it easy for people to abuse this privilege.
It's become more and more of a problem. So they really want to delineate what a service animal was versus a therapy animal versus an emotional support animal versus a family pet.
When he isn't at the State House, Senator Roger Picard is a social worker. He says this bill is meant to protect the rights of people with disabilities while also giving business owners more power to turn people away who abuse the right to service animals.
They're under a lot of rules and regulations. The Department of Health comes into your restaurant and you have animals in your area where your patrons are that aren't supposed to be there. They can get themselves into a lot of trouble.
The bill specifically defines service animals as dogs that have been trained to assist an individual with a disability, like a guide dog. It also makes it a civil infraction to lie and say your pet is a service animal if it really isn't. This violation would come with a penalty of up to 30 hours of community service for an organization that serves people with disabilities. Picard says it's a fitting punishment for the crime.
You may not really understand what a person with a disability is going through. I think this exposes you to what they go through and why it's kind of inappropriate to try to use the rights that they have for yourself.
The bill still needs to be signed into law by the governor. Picard expects that to happen in the coming weeks. I'm Julianne Lima, Eyewitness News.